Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Starlights, man, with a little bit of a project unveiling here. What you see right now is the new model airport that I've been working on for at least a couple months now. Really, since I moved here, I've been doing some other projects in some different airports, and I just decided to sort of make kind of one big model airport that kind of takes up almost all the space that I have available up here in the attic of my house. If you were wondering, because I see a lot of people use their basements or just regular, sort of wherever they are, but yeah, I got to use the attic. So yeah, this is basically supposed to represent Chicago's O'Hare model, not model, obviously, it's supposed to represent Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. So if you're wondering just a little bit about the design of that airport, you might notice that the entire design of it is not exactly up to par with Chicago's, real-life O'Hare Airport, but I tried to make it as similar as possible, and there are certain details of the airport that sort of are realistic to O'Hare, such as Terminal 3, you can see right in front of you. Terminal 1, it's close enough, it's not, Terminal 1 is sort of, like the outside structure sort of looks like that. And then over here I've got the rest of Terminal 3, I have Terminal 2 over here, and then over here we just have plenty of stands, etc., because I decided to include all of that just to add some extra space. Another thing that you'll notice is that all these little taxiways you can see, all the the paint for like the gates and all that, the stands, basically everything that you see that's been drawn out was done by me with paint pens. So that was kind of a lengthy process. I'm really happy that I did it though, just because I really wanted to try that out, because I'd seen a lot of other people do it, and I just decided to give it a try just to see how it would go. There are definitely some things that I need to kind of learn and I guess perfect, but for my first time ever using these, I think it went, okay. So you can see here I've got all the gate markings. I don't have everything exactly specific, like I don't even have a road going around the entire airport. But it really is just like the basics, in my opinion. So obviously we got all the taxiways and just stuff like that. I even have a runway over here, and this is actually 2 runways. You can see here I didn't actually decide to change these. This is, obviously, if you know what the Gemini Jets airport mat that they sell, this is actually their runway. So I got that, and then I actually have another one of that that I plugged into there. So that sort of explains all of that. So I just have those 2 runways there, and then at the end there's just some more markings. You can see I added that for 10 left and 10 right, with some more runways, some more markings that I did. But yeah, so I guess we'll jump right into it. I'm not going to have any routes or anything. It's not like a professional airport update, but just going to go through all my aircraft and just pretty much the model airport itself. So we're going to begin here. You can see we have a little hangar. This is supposed to be for American Airlines and United. You can see that we got the American 777-200. The thing is, I don't even think they use these anymore, which is really surprising. They must have taken these out of service for the Dreamliners, I guess maybe a couple months ago or something. But yeah, the 777-200s I don't believe serve O'Hare anymore, but I have this guy just here right now. He'll go to, he's just here for a stop, I guess, just for some maintenance. And then over here I've got a United aircraft, just a wide body, just inside the hangar at the moment. This is a little FedEx terminal, just a couple of FedEx MD-11s. There is a little cargo area on the other side, but I'll get to that later. Just a couple of FedEx MD-11s I decided to just put in there, just for now. Then we have a United 747. He is actually just here for, I guess, just a stopover. He's just here to rest, I don't really have any excuse for him. I just really wanted to include a 744, just because those are going to be retiring in October, and I always love to see it. And the thing is, they did used to service O'Hare. In fact, they still might. I can't remember. I don't think they do, though. Yeah, I'm pretty confident they don't, but still, I just wanted to include it, So he's just on the stands, and then, for example, this is just one of the many stands that we have, or that I've included. We've got a stand here, a stand there, and then there's actually 3 more stands there. You can see Iceland Air, that 763, who does service O'Hare, is using that stand over there, so he's just resting for, a few hours. He'll return to his gate at Terminal 5, and then he'll do a flight over to Reykjavik in Iceland. So yeah, moving on with some taxiing aircraft, we have the Etihad 777-300ER. Got a couple aircraft just about to take off. In fact, the Finnair A330-300, he is just lining up right now. We have a WestJet 737-700. Another WestJet aircraft, 738 right there. He's going to take off. Or sorry, he's just landing. as you can see. Moving on to Terminal 3, if you know O'Hare, it's not exactly on par, but I tried my best with Terminal 3. So you can see here I've got a couple wide bodies for American. I really do need to improve that, but I've basically found out that they only have 763s and Dreamliners, which I'm just pretty low on. So yeah, I definitely need to expand that, but I think my narrow body collection for American is pretty decent. We got a 738 taxiing here, I got another 738 there, another 738, 738 TWA livery there, A321 with sharklets. So that's part, that's that part of Terminal 3. I'll actually just move over here to get the rest of Terminal 3 and then Terminal 2, and then we'll just move over. As for Terminal 2, I just got Delta and Air Canada to service the terminal. Not really too much going on with this one. We have a Delta 717, Air Canada E190. This is actually a new model. I'm really happy to get that, just because that's always been a missing aircraft from any model manufacturers, the E190s. So really happy I have that. Another 717, MD90, then we have a CRJ 900 over here. We have an American Eagle E145, he just arrived and he'll be taxiing to his gate right now. Moving on with Terminal 3, we've got to move, we've got a couple more 738s, got two more there. US Airways 321, still on that US Airways livery. I don't know how many of those still exist, if there are any. I don't really follow it, but yeah, we have that guy anyway. I have a American A321, now repainted, and then the American 757-200. Which is actually still in the chrome livery before, so yeah, I don't actually know about the repaint process for those, but yeah, I don't have one, so still going to be using that one. And then actually I have the Iberia A340-600, which I decided to put over here instead of Terminal 5, and if you know Terminal 5 at O'Hare, you know that's the main international terminal, at least for arrivals, because sometimes Iberia, particularly Iberia and I think Air Berlin, depart out of Terminal 3, so that's why I have Iberia here, and he'll be doing his flight to Madrid later on. Here we have an Alaska 738, just coming in from Anchorage right now. Moving on to what I believe to be sort of an express terminal for American Airlines and, well, actually American Eagle. So this is just basically all the regional aircraft that you're going to see. So we have like an E145, another, actually this is a CRJ 700, CRJ 200 still in that US Airways Express livery. E145 here, got a E170. Another E145 there. So those are all American Eagle sort of regional aircraft, which is just like set aside from like the rest of Terminal 3, which would obviously be mainline and then wide bodies as well. Moving on with Terminal 3, this is a bit of an extension, so as you can see, this is all like connected through here. We have a Virgin America 320 to LAX, Frontier 320 there with sharklets, JetBlue 320. Then we have another Alaska, we've got a 739 here, JetBlue A320 in the FDNY livery. Frontier A319 there, still in that old livery. Over here we have another Alaska 739, he just pushed back and he'll be doing a flight over to Portland later on. Over here we got another JetBlue 320, doing a flight to Fort Lauderdale, still in that old JetBlue livery as well. And then over here we have an American 738, he just arrived and he's going to be taxiing at his gate as well, coming in from LAX. So yeah, some of these I will do routes for, but not all of them. So moving on, we're actually going to be going into Terminal 1, which is for United Airlines, pretty much exclusively. So we actually have a bit of a special aircraft, you'll notice. And in fact, this is really the terminal that, as you can see, it's actually the Gemini Jets terminal that I bought probably many years ago, which is kind of rare to see, sort of rare to buy, really. I don't really know if there are any on the market right now, but this is the Gemini Jets, basically full terminal set, and as you can see, the mat that I'm using for this is actually different compared to everything else, which is done by myself with paint pens. The rest of this is actually ordered by, I forget what they're called, I forget the name of the website, but yeah, I use them to order this entire airport mat you can see right now, which has another 2 runways, so on top of those 2, we have a total of 4 runways. You can see we've got an aircraft taken off there, and you can actually see that what's doing, like you can see a reflection, which is actually done by the glass that I have on here. So I actually attach plastic glass to put on top of the map, just because I really like the look of it, and I think it's just a little bit more, not streamlined, but a little bit more smooth. So I'm just a fan of that. It's just something that I do, and a few other people like to do as well. So yeah, for Terminal 1, have a lot of narrow bodies for United, and then we actually, we're going to talk about this guy. We have the Air France A380, he's actually here for an emergency. He had an emergency on board, so he's decided to pull into O'Hare just for a little bit, just getting some passengers off into the terminal, and that'll continue on to its, Paris, Charles de Gaulle later on. We have a United 737-700. He's actually a brand new model from Gemini Jets, so I'm really happy to include that into the narrow-body fleet. Moving on, we have some wide bodies. Have a 777-300ER. That's also brand new, so I really wanted to include that. But those only service San Francisco and Newark. So, oh well. Anyways, we have a Star Alliance 777-200ER for United. We have another 777-200, 763 with winglets, another 222 there. Then we have a 752. So these are also the international wide body section, as you can see. I have a 777-200 taxiing now. I also forgot to include this 738 just taken off right now. 2 empty gates, and then we have the ANA 777-300ER. Just actually, yeah, I'll go around to that guy later on, but yeah, that's a Lufthansa over there. But this ANA is also part of that sort of similar to the Iberia. ANA sometimes departs out of Terminal 1, I believe. So yeah, I've got him just getting some service right now for a service to Tokyo Narita. Moving on with the gates, we got another 777-200, and then we just have a fleet of wide bodies. We got one taxiing there with the Eco Skies, 753 here, 738, A320. Got a Star Alliance 738, 753, 739, 739, 738, and then a 752. And then also at the end here, we have a Lufthansa 748, and he's also just here for a flight to Frankfurt, departing out of Terminal 1 in that retro livery, which is also really cool. So that's pretty much it for Terminal 1. There actually is a little bit more to it, though. So this actually continues, so as you can see, we've gone all the way around. This actually continues through here, where this is sort of the entrance to the airport. There is definitely some more work that that could be done here, but I just decided to leave it as it is now. Not really sure what I'll do with this. Maybe I'll do some more work on it, but I don't really know. So this is essentially where a majority of the passengers come in, at least for Terminal 1. Maybe for all terminals, I'm not really sure. You could maybe take, and all of these terminals would maybe be connected by underground trams, for example, something like that. But yeah, passengers would come through here, and they would basically enter in. You can go into the United Express kind of section of Terminal 1, so I've actually got that separate to the rest of Terminal 1, just because there's really no space for any of that. So I've decided to make its own terminal for the United Express aircraft. So I got E145, CRJ 700, CRJ 200. So I have those spread out there, which is pretty nice. Over here we have the Atlas Air 748, which is going to be right next to the cargo terminal. And this is mainly for the international cargo carriers. We have Lufthansa Cargo, China Airlines Cargo, Cathay Pacific Cargo, and Airbridge Cargo. So we have all those guys just parked in now, and they'll be doing the services to Anchorage and wherever else they'd like to go. So that's pretty much it for that, and yeah, I mean, not really much else to show. Actually, we do have Terminal 5 over there. I think I might just circle back to get the rest of that. But yeah, I'll just give you some more views so you can see. There's down there, and then moving on, we have the rest of this. There's Terminal 5. Here's a view of Terminal 5 with a bunch of heavy cargo, not heavies, but not cargoes, I mean, but a bunch of international heavy type aircraft, wide bodies. As you can see, we got a fleet of European aircraft, Asian aircraft, all parked there at Terminal 5. Latin American aircraft now. I got Copa. So I got a really broad variety of aircraft, and really happy to include all of those. So you'll see Terminal 5 just now as I make my way. Here we go. We got Asiana. We got LAT, Aeromexico 738. With the splits. Got a Delta 170, he's going to be taken off now. Got an American 738 in the Air Cal livery, also going to be taken off. It's just 777-300ER, heading off to Zurich. What else we got? Turkish 333, SAS A340-300, we got an EVA Air 777-300, Air France 777-200, British Airways 744, JAL 777-300, got a Cathay Pacific 777-300, Qatar 333, Korean Air 333, WestJet 738, and then a Copa Airlines 738 to wrap it all up. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Pretty much it for this airport. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It's pretty much just an overview of this entire airport, just with all the different models that I've got, and just, you know, the work that I put in, and just the different decals, not decals, but you know what I mean, like the paint pens and the airport mat that I've sort of created myself. And by the way, I did paint all these boards, pretty much all of it, you know? So it definitely takes some time to do. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, just let me know in the comments below, and I'm definitely going to get back to you. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. Yeah, thanks very much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.